Hello and welcome to Budget with Brian, and today we're going to have a look at this Uni T ut363bt mini anemometer. I'm saying that really wrong. Why did I buy one of these? So I bought one of these because I wanted to do some air tests on some extractor fans in a fairly non-scientific way, but I just really wanted a bit of a rule of thumb before we get the testers in to certify the air extraction correctly. So I just wanted to compare a previous install that has passed and knowing that it's got the same width of pipes and so on. I thought if I get one of these, I'll be able to measure the airflow and then, or rather air speed, and then see whether it's similar to what I have in a current build. So that's why I bought one of these. Fairly inexpensive. I'll link to where you can get one of these below. This is how it comes. My one is very much a Chinese one. It doesn't even come with English instructions, but it is incredibly simple. Now, it's been sat on the counter worktop here for quite a while, and I accidentally got the packaging wet. But here's the unit itself. It is fairly sort of small, compact. Obviously, this is the size of my hands compared to the unit itself. It takes 3 AAA batteries at the back. It also has this very neat tripod screw thread there, which of course is useful for obviously connecting to a tripod, which, you know, it might be that you want to put a number of these around fixed in a position so that you can get a reliable and consistent measurement. As I say, instructions, not very much to talk about. I couldn't tell you what they say anyway, but you know, you do get something. Now, the important part with this unit, and I'll get to turning it on in a moment, is these 2 letters at the end, BT, which stands for Bluetooth. So you can connect this to your mobile phone or probably another device and use the mobile app for capturing the data over time or remotely. Maybe it's going to be in a position that isn't very hospitable for humans, but that seems like a great idea. First of all, you can lock it in position, then you can monitor it remotely. Again, not very expensive for what you get. And there's a whole range of these. I'll put a picture up on the screen of the different ones that are available. There is a humidity and temperature measure. There is a sound measure, and there is also a light meter. But this actual unit actually also has a temperature gauge built in as well. But before we go any further, if you're not already a subscriber, do hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and we'll let you know when our next video is coming out. Right, let's go ahead and turn this unit on. It's a simple long power press there. We've got the temperature showing in degrees C at the bottom, and then we've got the airspeed, which I think is currently showing in miles, but we can obviously select different ones. So the next one down is kilometers per hour. So it's so the top one was meters per second, not miles, meters per second. Then we've got kilometers per hour. Then the next one is feet per minute. And then the next one is knots. And then the last one there is miles per hour. So there are the units. I'm going to go with meters per second because I think that feels good. There's also a backlight. I think that's a long press. There we go. And then there's a hold button as well, so you can freeze it in its position. And then we've got a max and average, and then what it is currently. And then the last item is how you connect it to Bluetooth. So here's the iEnv app, which you just download, and you simply press and hold the power button. That turns on Bluetooth. Up pops the unit, And there you have a representation of the data that's on this screen on here. And there's a whole bunch of features here about how you can record that and create a PDF file that you could then send on, which I can imagine if you're in the realm of providing certification that this might be quite handy. Let's take this to a real life scenario and go and measure some airflow on a bathroom extraction fan. Here we are in the bathroom with the Expel Air. I've got the backlight turned on here. We're going to get it in the airflow. There we go, we're starting to spin up. And we've got it on meters per second. And I've had this up to about 1.1 meters per second of airflow. There we go, not quite managing my personal best there. But that's this one. Let's go and check the other one and see if it's the same. Here we are in bathroom number 2. It's exactly the same model of Expel Air extractor fan, and again we're getting 1 meter per second again in the same. So performing about the same.